Yeah, so I'd like to tell you about the company as well as the app. We're Fluent Mobile, founded in this past November, and based here in Boston, or over there in Boston, and growing quickly. We're up to 13 people now. The vision for the company is to bring the speed, reliability, and convenience of browsing the web on the desktop, bring that experience to the mobile phone. Surfing the web on your phone is still a very challenging experience. So we've developed a few different algorithms for this, some content aggregation and relevancy algorithms, as well as some efficient bandwidth utilization algorithms. And we've taken these and applied them to our first product, which was just released a couple of weeks ago, which is called FluentNews. FluentNews is a news aggregator, and what it does is it finds mobile optimized content that is formatted very nicely for mobile, and aggregates across a number of different sources. Currently we're doing about 32 different sources, aggregates them and integrates them into a single, easy to read and up to the minute mobile newspaper. One thing that sort of makes us unique is that we group together stories that are on a similar topic, and we allow you to see those behind one click of a button. So what happens is, for instance, in the breaking news section today, there's a lot of different articles on the Sotomayor nomination hearings. We won't show you in the initial view. We won't show you all 8 different articles on that. We'll just show you one, so you can see, okay, here's the stories on this. You can click on it if you want. But then there's a button that allows you to see all the different coverage, and that's a particularly interesting one because the different news sources have very different types of stories on that particular piece of coverage. Another feature that we have is the ability to share over Facebook, Twitter, or email very easily. There's sort of a very small number of clicks to do that, and to do that very quickly. We also load everything onto the phone, so you have access if you're on an airplane or otherwise don't have network capability. And we've also done a lot to make sure that it's a very fast, smooth experience. The application is available for free. We hope everybody downloads it. And
So Thunder Thimble is a brand management application for Twitter. We built it for ourselves. We're a company called Thoughtbot, local to Boston. Software consultants, been around for about 6 years. The last 4 years focused on Ruby on Rails sites. Over the last 2 years, we've started to release our own products in addition to the consulting business. And we found that people were talking about us on Twitter, either the products or our open source code or our company itself. And we were managing that through search.twitter.com or Google Alerts through email. And we found that process to be a little cumbersome, even for a small team. We're only about 10 people. But so we decided to set out and build a little application to manage that. Thunder Thimble just layers on top of search.twitter.com the ability to track any particular mentions of your brand, set up multiple brands for a single account, have a private conversation about whoever, whatever the tweet was. We can choose to respond publicly, we can ignore it, we can respond from our company account, the brand account, a personal account if it's if the case may warrant it. And then over time, mark each particular tweet that's coming in as positive, negative, ignore it. So over time, we have a little bit of a trend graph to say it's a hosted application, anyone can use it, set up an account, you get a 30-day free trial, and a low price after that each month.
Creating an online game.
Shareaholic is a browser plugin that you install in Firefox or IE or Chrome, you name it. We support all the browsers. And once you install it, it makes it really easy for you to share content on Facebook, Twitter, Delicious, via email, you name it. We probably support it. So that's what Shareaholic does. I created it for myself, so it was a need that I felt. And so did it about 18 months ago, decided to let it loose, let anyone use it. And 3 weeks ago, we crossed 1 million downloads. So we have over 1 million people who've used Shareaholic so far.
We were founded in November 2008. Based here in Cambridge. We're currently part of the Techstars program. And What we are is an analytics platform for mobile application developers. We help Android, iPhone, and BlackBerry developers better understand who their users are so that they can make smarter business decisions. We're the strongest analytics platform available. We are the only ones that are real-time, let developers cut and slice and dice their data any way they want so they can really understand who their users are and how to make more money from them. We have a client library that we send to a developer. Basically, they're putting 3 lines of code into their application. That communicates with our web service, which then they can log into and they can see, all right, who are my users, when are they using my app, how are they using the app, what features are they taking advantage of, what do they like, what don't they like. The first thing that we're seeing is that iPhone has obviously been the king of the app space thus far, but the BlackBerry apps and Android apps are starting to get a lot more users. One thing we are seeing though, Android apps, people that are paying for Android apps, it's still a small percentage compared to iPhone. So what happens is the developers of Android apps are having trouble figuring out what their business models are really going to be. Right now they're focused on just acquiring customers. What else are we seeing? We're seeing a lot more international usage of apps than developers expected.
I started Beisel Ads in February of 2008. It was a part-time project up until January 1st of this year when I started on it full-time. Right now it's myself and 2 other guys. We're all remote, and I'm still running Beisel Ads out of my home office. And things are going well. We're selling lots of ads, and things are great. So, in some ways, I like to think of Beisel Ads as kind of the anti-ad network in the sense that it allows publishers to retain total control of their ad space, the advertisers on their site, their pricing, the sizes, etc. So it's great for publishers who want to maintain that control and not, be at the mercy of another ad network putting whatever ads they please on your site. So, since I started full-time in January, between January and today, we've doubled. And I do plan that we'll double again between now and the end of the year.